Yo, what's up guys? Daniel here. Today we're going to be unboxing the brand new AMD A10-7850K CPU. This is the brand new Kaveri line of their AMD APU, actually, not CPU. This has an R7 chip built in for graphics performance, and it has a quad-core, I believe it's a... Let's see if it says on the box what the clock speed is, because I don't remember off the top of my head. That is really bad. I will post on screen what it is. I do apologize for the stock clock rate. Oh, 4 gigahertz max turbo. I believe it's 3.7 or 3.8 clocked, but I will post on screen for confirmation. And then as you can see, it has 4 megabytes of cache as well. This is the black edition. It's a 7850K, which for those that don't know much about CPUs, the K SKU means that it is unlocked, which means that it is overclockable without having to do like extremely heavy modification that isn't even worth it. Essentially, it's an overclockable A10. So it comes stock at 4 gigahertz. Usually, if you're going to be using the stock cooler, you don't want to overclock it much. But if you're going to upgrade to something like liquid cooling, like I intend to do soon, then overclocking will be much more feasible and much more reasonable. Now, this is an exciting chip for a few reasons. One of which, it comes with things like true audio. It supports Mantle when Mantle's released, and it also is one of the first chips to support HSA. I'm not going to do too much in depth on HSA with this video. I'll probably link to an article in the description with some information about HSA for those that want to know more. But essentially, anything that supports HSA properly is going to get a huge performance boost from it. And in that article, there is some benchmarks and things that will kind of show, what HSA can really do to improve the speeds. And it's exciting. It's definitely a big deal, especially for these system-on-a-chip, well, not system-on-a-chip, but these APUs are going to get a huge performance boost out of supported programs, which is going to be awesome. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened, and we'll take a look. And yes, I am using a gigantic knife. I realize that. This was just the only knife that wasn't in the dishwasher. There we go. Okay, and let's go first up with the paperwork. So we have the Advanced Micro Devices paperwork. Talks about the AMD processor. And it's just a big fold-out book with tons of information that nobody's going to read. Next up, we have the stock cooler. Let's go ahead and get this thing out of here. This is honestly your pretty standard cooler. This is where it's going to go against the processor. This is where the fan is, and that's all there really is to it. If you've seen a stock cooler from one CPU, they're pretty similar. This is very nice, but it's definitely not, let's say it's not an enthusiast grade CPU cooler, and you wouldn't expect it to be. Most of the money you spend on a CPU goes towards this right here. So you have the AMD A10-7850K and then a case badge as well. I'm going to go ahead and get the processor out, and there's not much to these processors to look at. I mean, you have the very delicate pins that you don't want to ever fuck up, because then you'll have to buy a new processor. And then you have the front of the processor. And this is, as you can see, a 7800 series, specifically the 7850K. And again, that's all there really is to these processors. I will be doing some more in-depth videos. I will be doing specs, more in depth on that. I will be doing benchmarking. I will be showing you how it works as a standalone chip for those that don't want to pay for graphics cards. I even intend on testing, different clock speeds for RAM and everything like that. So we'll do nice in-depth tests. But also one thing that I haven't seen very much about these chips is how well they run when you do decide to add a dedicated graphics card later. Because for me, that's what I'm going to be doing. But also, AMD is going to be allowing the GPU portion of this to run as a co-processor. And when that happens, the reason to buy this over a just stronger like AMD FX or Intel CPU may be more shown then. So again, this is going to be something that, you know, it'll kind of evolve over time just via software. And it's exciting. And yeah, that's really all there is to it, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out this processor unboxing video. And if you did enjoy, please leave a like and let me know. Also, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.